Good morning, sun rising. Yeah, that was kind of scary back there. I know y'all can't see my face, but it's just like, just got lucky. God bless me because I found this in the trash. I gave this lady a ride in the car, and she saw some scrap, and I pulled over for her to pick up the scrap, and she found this tablet and she gave it to me. But yeah, my phone's the two that broke so spiritually and mysteriously in that same area, and I had to, I'm not running from them. Yeah, I got courage, but I have that too, to have the courage. But anyway, right now the trades, it's not obligation or mandatory that investors or investments or corporates or companies or realtor or anyone overseas is not obligated to do trades, and especially with the terror. And he killed it. I mean, literally, look at the time when I was there and the time that I'm not there. Because, not one deal went by. So, yes, I'm your main master of your terror trades and exchange and stocks and everything. I'm your balancer. Believe me, I'm not wasting my time, your time. But whoever else look at the viewers, whoever look at the video, whatever, y'all go by your judgment and y'all do your research, and then, you want to trash talk, hey, this is your freedom of speech. It don't bother me because I don't listen to noise. I listen to what needs to be listened to and what caught my ear attention and my, conversation. I'm not jibber-jabbing. But yes, right now the way the system is, and there ain't no constituted rights, and there's no law. There's not a fucking single rule or law that we citizens, Americans, not just in Texas but around everywhere, and including the nations, because they suffering the impact of that as well, including with the other corruption going on across seas. But vote this election is gonna be rigged from every corruption. So the only vote sincere comes is if you are really stand for the community and for your state, senators, Congress, representatives, mayors, whatever, everything down from the system. Come out and reach out and talk to your local commercial business, retailers, warehouses, shops, LLC shops, schools. See where they're hurting at. Or talk to them, lift their spirit up, make them feel that because when you see them face to face, and I'm telling you because that's what I've been doing out here for 7 months. That's why, if I could take my voters, you could think, the campaign money, this is how they look at it. Why the hell y'all spending that campaign money or building a $20 billion ballroom when September's coming up? That's when the impact's going to start feeling in America. It's going to start collapsing. And come on, I could do this, but I need a team. And I know y'all out there. And I know y'all doing y'all put your life and everything on the line. But we got to keep on. And I'm not giving up. Yeah, I'm walking, I can't see my face. But you know who I am. I'm talking main to my colleagues, my brothers and sisters from the Democratic Church right now. I give them then my heart and my prayers. Every time when I go home, I pray as well for the family and the young kids that we lost in my state, Texas, here. And then I'll be ashamed because I'm not fully in but I know the politicians, and I know when you separate politician and morals and emotion and feelings, is that on a Christ like that you had in Texas of the flood and losing mostly kids, okay? You hear this, Greg Abbott? I'm calling you out. And to be on national TV and act like a little whiny, pathetic kid, to use that that's how low can you go? is to use a critical catastrophe of innocent family and kids because you're part of the agenda of the weather bill, the big, beautiful, fucked up bill. But you know what? What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. And when it's wrong, it never lasts and it collapses. This is your time, your era. The chains are broken from me. The chains are broken from America now. You may not see my face, but I will show you my face. And I get up close. Because you know what? I'm a loving, care teddy bear. I get my hat, my last meal, and it's proven out in these streets. Because it's just Texas. If I could get all my community voters, we got 52 states. So imagine 52 states, all minorities. Minorities, meaning from white, black, brown, Asian, Muslim, cat, dog, baby, shit, fart, smell, but no corruption. Because the community would know everything, the spending, the money, the word, to say if the bill is acceptable, reasonable, and ain't no more printing. Ain't no more printing money, so when no more printing money, there's no more tax. Because it's running to the digital currency, and that really infrastructure that I built that's well coded and mechanized with the code C. I mean, I gotta upgrade it, but I'll be watched, you know. I can't even get online to put really the whole complete upgrade safeguards on Google and Open Chat because they be shooting bullets and watching every time I get online. You know, I know who are the ones, but you know, all your days come to a final day, and that's this year. This year, what you rig it or not, there's consequence. You win righteousness, whether righteousness you did it and you won, there's still a consequence, but it's a good consequence. It's a consequence with valor, honored, and memorable. But when you do a greed consequence, consequences, a shame, low life, what you call, in my ways, I call it a scumbag, or all respect. Hey, don't say that, you know, you can't use an election. No. At the same time, we all know behind collars ain't gonna work in society. So, my fellow Democrats, because you know why I tell y'all to do this? In every state, go out and talk to your community, your local stores, the mayors in that town, in that whole sector, go out. Go out every day. Don't just go out 1 day, 2 days. Go out every day with your sleeves up, not all looking suit up with your tie. Go out with your sleeves up. And then you get your decision or your vote, how you talk there. And the reason why, it's all about business, blue collar. No, it's all about your word. It's the last thing you have is your word and yourself, because that's what God gave us, the word. So when I'm looking at right now directly at my camera, and I tell my camera, hey, you, senator, or president, nominee that's right there looking at me, what you gonna do for the health care when you get there? What actions and where the funds gonna come from, and how long would it take, and would you able to process and complete that at the time before losing any elderly's life? You know what's my response? On this side, I'm gonna look at you and say, well, promise cannot be done, but thanks that the funds that we have from donations of charities, of my charities before I became elected, because I cannot use my money I'll make money in a stock, but I can use my money, okay, for the citizens of America right away. Take care. That's emergency funds. We don't need to wait for 20 office or FEMA like the cheap excuse from Greg Abbott. We're gonna use I'll get back with you because my time's up on this camera. I don't have only 10 memories.